Thank you, Jack, to be here in Jackson Hole with you and present how to make the typical Polish heavy woven nymph. So it's very important in Polish nymphing. But I am going to use now the hook. You know, I'm using mostly Tiemco 2457, number 6, number 8, number 10, number 12. Depends what kind of water I fish. Now this is a bit on here. I use regular golden bit head. You can also use tungsten head, different color, whatever you want. Now I'm going with the thread under the lead. First I'm going around with the thread because it's very helpful under lead wire. Why? Because then after never twist, you know. Like I said, I'm going to use lead wire, but I show you little trick. I start always with a flat, you know, and you look now what I'm going to make. Hold here a bit, and then I go around with lead wire, but same like I start, same like I was start here. I'm going to use needle plier, or you can use regular plier, and flat a little bit here, okay? Then I'm going to around, as you can see now, you have regular, you don't need to use backing or something like that. You start from nothing and you end on nothing. Okay, then I'm going with thread now. I'm going to use a little bit thicker backing, and I can use, of course, like this. I'm going around now. Okay. I can cut this to finish this. In America, you can call floss, but I call backing because I'm using under my thread. Okay, then I can cut this. It's in here. Go a little bit more with the thread and hold everything together like this. Okay. Couple of times. Yeah. Now, what I'm going to use? I'm going to use a regular needle point thread, two different colors, but I'm going to put him on the head here, on the like this, both. And also I'm going to use regular copper wire, like copper wire. Okay, then we'll go again on the top of those nymph, holding fast. Then I can hold this wire here, and okay, I'm ready to weave now. Okay, I finish with this step here. Make knot here. That's what I said. I am ready to weave now. Okay, what I'm going to do now? I'm going to rotate all my nymph and everything together. Everything what is going to the top in here is on my right hand, and everything what is going to bottom is on my left hand. And you see, I have two different color thread, and I start to weave. Okay, look here. I'm going this way, then on the right hand, I'm going to this side, and again, like that, and again. left, right, left, right. Okay, is right now, left now, right, okay, and left. I'm going to down, and again, see, slowly, again, slow, like this. Okay. Now I'm going to finish this net, hold with thread, another thread. Remember, always you must hold with power those two threads, okay? Then I am going to cut those little thread and those two threads here. Short as possible. And then I'm going to finish, you know, those nymph, okay? Copper wire, and I am going now between segments here. Oh, between the segments here. Like that, slowly, because I want to show you how to make this, okay? Between every segment you can put those wire, okay? Then I'm going to finish this, okay? Same like before, cut this. And what I am going to use, dubbing. Dubbing in English, in Polish the same, dubbing. But this, I think, the international word for this. I like him very much, though, this dubbing, you know. I am going to use this color. This dab helped me a lot. Then I'm going to use this wax, a little bit here. Okay, not that much. Go around a couple of times. Okay. Then I'm going to finish. I'm going to finish. Okay. Also, now I can make some kind of room here. Then thread is going in. And this one. Sorry, two. Everybody uses, you know, the finisher, but I'm going to use it like this. Oh, a little bit blue. And the anchor fly nymph is ready. Very important in Polish nymphing, if you go to fish in deep water, always the heavy fly is going to bottom. But if you're going to fish in shallow water, you can use those heavy, I should say, anchor fly on dropper. Why? Because, you know, it's much easier to pull those flies together in water. What I am going to do now, I am going to do the more famous Polish condom worm. I am using the hook, and I want to show you very useful this 252 63 BL, yeah. And now I am going to show you how to bend those hooks. That position, I go down there a little bit here, and then in the top, like a little bit here, okay. I can a little bit more, and I have a ready hook to bend it hook to to make the worm. I want to make a little bit deeper like that. You can see the bended hook. Now, what I'm going to use? I'm going to use same like before, lead wire, same with the pliers. We start from the bottom. Okay, like this. Here we go. Then, okay, that's another 11 time, and then again, like before, I'm going to flat a little bit this side, and then finish on that. Okay. Now, with thread all around. Okay. There we go. With the thread all the time. No. Okay. Add this piece of water there. And what I am going to use now, everybody have some old kind of monofill somewhere. I use Maxima now, but you can use kind of monofill like I do now. And we're going with this monofill here. Okay. Put him here. Then, like I said, the famous condom fly, I use kind of latex. I cut the condoms, you know. All condoms, I can do it six times, you know. Okay. Very easy to put them on there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to wrap it, this condom now, around, and we go like that. It's better when it's a little bit flat, this latex. It's much easier. Okay, I can go back, yes, that's good now. Okay. It's okay. I can go to top on this. I think it's very powerful, and then you can, okay, now I'm going back, okay, okay,
That's all right, just we'll pick it up right where you broke the thread. But you, oh, okay.
Quite, Jeff.
okay. Okay, like this. Can go now with the thread because I want to put now a piece of Miller. Oh, like that. I could put some of Miller. Yeah. Cut it a little bit. Okay. This plier is not like I'll take care. And okay. Go on the top with Miller. And now put on the head here. Okay. Yes. Okay. That's enough. Then I can cut here, and we go again with this. Okay. 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 That's good now. Slowly. It's easy to tie this. Only careful. Now I'm going to cut this a little bit more with thread. Okay, finish with the finger, and then I'm going to make section, you know, with those monofill, and we are going, okay, like this, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I am going tie off, yeah? When I'm here with a thread, okay, I can cut those monofill here, okay, finish a little bit more here, the top, finish with my finger, like finisher, okay, and then I put some kind of cut all this stuff here. I use this worm, same like fly what I make before for anchor. It's heavy fly, it works very well and catch also fish. Why this fly is good? You know, I can rotate for you, and always those fly, like you see now, because it's heavy here, shank is up and never hang it, you know. Sometimes, yes, of course, but mostly the shank is always up. It's very helpful for this kind of our Polish nymphing. Okay, what I'm going to show you now. I'm going to show you now kind of some more variation of Polish condom fly. You can see those is a little bit different color. When you make the wraps, you can use also some kind of red backing, but very few. Then change latex change the color. It's like that, you know. Then I want to show you another variation without Miller. You can see it's without Miller. And same like before, when I was make the last wrap with the latex, I was using kind of, you know, orange thread like this in that position. I think everybody know that the worms have one segment a little bit lighter than the other body, you know. And then before last wrap, I was using kind of, you know, like thread, orange thread. You can use orange, you can use some kind of maybe that color too, some kind of colors, you know. That your imagination, maybe kind of needle point thread too, or maybe like this too, no problem. And before last wrap, then you can make a last wrap on it, and then the fly is, the worm is ready. Yeah, I can open now because under I was using some kind of another color. You can see. I guarantee you this fly can catch a lot of fish, and I hope you are going to make some flies like this, the famous Polish condom worm.
Hi, I'm Jay Buckner. I'm the Team USA fly tyer, and I've just been delighted to have an opportunity to learn Vladi's techniques to tie his nymphs. In 1998, I was a member of Team USA in Poland. I was the first person outside of Europe that Vladi showed his nymph tying technique. The highlight of this is not that it makes an extremely dense, solid nymph that sinks very quickly and gives you an opportunity to get the flies in a fishing location much more quickly than a dubbed, a fuzzy, a flattened, any variety of other nymph techniques. You can use a less heavily weighted fly to get the fly to the fishing or the target area much more quickly with using Vladi's woven style nymphs. And observing how they perform and how they work and how quickly they sink it becomes very apparent what a unique flight pattern and style that these guys developed. It's having an opportunity to learn this technique. I've been delighted to be able to add this style of woven fly to the flies that I normally am tying for the team.
What I am going to do now, I am going to make kind of caddis fly. Like before, I use the same number 8 Tiemco 2457. Very useful and very strong hook, you know. Very good to tie on the nymphs. Okay, and like that. I'm going to put some kind of, you know, lead wire. But first I'm going with the thread because I don't want have problem after when I fish that all fly twist, you know. Very often happen like this, but when I make like this and then and that a little bit, and then there we go. I go one. See, much easier because then when I try to put, you know, this lead wire around, don't twist. It's like that. I can cut this a little bit here. Again, pliers. Okay. Then I can finish with this. Okay. Then I put some kind of, again, a little bit thread. Okay. Finish with those thin thread. And then I'm going to use wire, original wire, you know. This is a red. This is going to the top. This is going to the bottom. I think you can see. And then I'm going to use another thread, red thread, because I'm using the red wire. I don't want to have any difference, but this red thread helped me a lot. Like this, and go together around, go a little bit down here, yeah, and then put more thread on this body here. Okay, making more red around. Like this, okay. And then what I am going to use, like I said before, I got a little bit red wire, put him on the top here. Okay. I can go with this a little bit here, okay. And second, like you see, this is thick, not that thick, but if I want to weave, it's much better when I put them together, those two, like this. And I've got now to cut it, and we go again. Okay, you know, again on the top, up, they must be together. Oh, hold me, jump me a little bit, but okay. Now, you can see now, again, I must go around with the red, then around here. Okay, and everything gone, no white, no nothing, everything is red. Okay, and now I'm going to weave. Okay, this put in here. Then, like before, I must rotate. Okay, like before, everything what is going to top here is in my right hand, the light one, and the red one is going to the bottom, and I start to weave. Okay, like this, like that. I want to make it slowly. I take all the time for the legs here. Now I can correct all the time like this. Oh, it's much easier with the wire because the wire is more stiff. You can see I can make loose, improve those legs, and still going back like this. Like this. And this. Right, left. And then here you can see wire is wire. It's much stiff. I don't need to use more power. And then I'm going to finish, same like before. I must hold this two different wire. Okay. Then gather this like this, yeah. Okay. And I'm going to finish those. Okay, a little bit more because they can hold. And then I'm going to dab, yeah, like I'm using the same stuff. Okay. Then I'm going to use. Always I can improve, the legs here because I want to have him, in a straight way. Okay, what we can use here? We can use kind of different, but it is red, dabbing compound, a little bit wax, and I'm going to dab now. Like, okay, here's dab. I can do it like this. Okay, it's enough. Okay, and then a little bit sweet, a little bit more. Sorry, a little bit more. It's not enough. Okay, I will go like that. Okay, I can turn on. Some pieces are a little bit too long. Okay, then with my tunnel make some kind of room here, and then I'm going to finish those fly like this, like this. Okay, and the rest. Okay, and here's some kind of blue. I'll put some in here too. It's okay. It's better effect now. Okay. Now, how I'm going to rotate this fly, and you can see difference. Yeah, always if it's something wrong here with the leg, you can improve with the nails here or like that. Okay. I think this side is okay. Then we go the other side. One leg is a little bit lower, then I can switch like that. It's okay. You see? Mostly I fish with those fly on the not that weighted fly. I fish. I put them on the dropper. That's very good. Mostly all those. You can improve all the segments here. Mostly on the dropper. Those no weight, not that much weighted fly on the upper, what I say before, yeah? I finished the woven red wire caddis. You can use also different colors, like this wire, you can use this wire, both like this, you see, had a good composition. Then you can use black, silver, black and silver wire, no problem. Your fantasy. And sometimes you can find in the bottom, under the stone, in the river, some kind of caddis, larvas. Then you can see how is the difference, how is the color. Yeah, I think I can use every color like this, any kind of wire. Very similar like copper john, but another way. I mean another way, you know. Very easy to dye those flies. They understand this weave system that is, and very useful fly. I fish with those fly here. Maybe not the popular fish, but I fish with my friend Jeff Courier carps. In Soda Springs, we fish with Jeff Courier with those fly, very effective fly on carps. Maybe not. Some people like to fish carp. That's very useful fly, but not only. You can catch a nice cutthroat. I caught some cutthroat on Salt River, and was also very good in Cody, in Shoshone. Your imagination how to tie those fly. Next time what I am going to tie, it's coming from Czech, you know. I want to show you a little bit variation of the Czech fly. This fly imitated the caddis. Like before, I'm going with a thread around. Okay, first. Okay. And then cut this piece of water. Okay, once again. I'm going to here. Oh. No glasses, is okay? Yeah, one now. Same, like before. I can finish here a little bit. Then I can cut those. And then, okay. With thread now. Okay. But this variation of Czech nymph, they never woven any nymphs, but I make half and half. Polish woven nymph and the Czech idea about backing. No. Now I'm going to use monophyll. This is green, you know. Then I'm going to put him like this here first. Okay. Kind of green. I'm going to put monophyll on the back here. Okay. No. Then another. This is green. This is clear monophyll. I put it again here, like that. Okay. And now, like I'm using the Dope Easy glove. Then I'm going to use dubbing. I can use now three different colors. First is going to a little bit green. Go around a couple of times. Okay. Sorry, okay, it's too much, okay. Then second one red. Okay. The red one. It's a little bit too much, but I can use it like this. Then the last could be the brown. Oh. Yeah, I've got 3 different colors now. Okay, I leave the space for 4 legs here. And I'm going to finish this. Then I'm going to width, and I'm going now to roll. Yeah, I think like that. And then we go with my woving. Okay, we go same like before, a width. Okay, slow. Okay. Oh, anytime I can improve, you know, the legs on the bank. Okay. So this I can finish like this. I'm going to finish. Yeah. Okay. Got this piece and those two monofills. Sorry, because I don't want to let it open. Got this. That. I'm going to use nice hackle. Here again to hold this. And I'm going to finish this. I can cut this in them a little bit. Okay, I'm going to finish this. A little bit glue. Okay. And fly is ready. The variation on Polish-Czech cooperation is ready, you know. Okay. Something like that. And yeah, I can, this, I can guard it here. And then you can present you how it's going with those flies. I can fish with, and you can fish with those fly on the dropper. Shallow water, you can use same weight, or have your anchor on dropper on when you fish shallow water, and this kind of fly on the bottom. This is also very good fly to fish with French method. Anyway, I met my good friend from France. They are a member of the French team, and they are going to show you how to make the really good French fly.
Hi, this is Jack Dennis. As coach of Fly Fishing Team USA,
During my many visits to Europe, I recognized how important it was to learn the European nymphing techniques to be competitive. But also I learned through my visits to Finland, Sweden, Slovakia, Czech Republic, France, Spain, and Portugal that flies played an intricate part in the success of the European teams. From the Belgian team's bead-headed nymphs, which launched a craze that swept the world, to the woven nymphs of Vladi and the Czech Republic. I found that also sometimes simplicity played a big part in it. During the World Championships in Sweden in 2005, I dragged my cameras along to try to capture some of the European Tyers. One team in particular I wanted to film, and that were the French. They've won more World Fly Fishing Championships in modern times than any other team, and part of the success is their flies. I'm going to present you with 3 tyers, one from France, one from Italy, and another one from Portugal, that have some techniques and patterns that I think you'll find very interesting. While the filming is not of my normal studio quality, I think you'll find these flies quite interesting and the photography well enough for you to get the idea and actually form some of your own ideas from some of the techniques. We're going to start off first with the boys from France. In Sweden, the French enjoyed one of the biggest victories they ever had in world fly fishing competition. They literally just stomped the competition. We'll join the captain and coach of the French team at the fly tying bench and find out one of the flies that led to their success.
So I'm Saïd Yayaoui, the French team manager.
Yes. And what's your last name?
Saïd Yayaoui.
Okay.
Yayaoui, it's a bit
Yayaoui.
difficult. Yayaoui.
And now this is Jacques, right?
Yes, Jacques Boyko, the French,
you've
team
been around
captain.
For a while. I've seen many of the events.
Yeah.
Already, we're going to work on a fly. By the way, we talked about it. Congratulations, you earned it.
Thank you very much.
I mean, you really earned it this year. Last year was a tough year. You're in first place. You got bumped out in Slovakia. We'd all like to forget.
Yeah.
You will remember this. We will try to forget this until we come back in Finland.
Yeah.
But you fished brilliantly.
Thank you very much.
I watched you fish. It's just, all I can say, it's perfection.
Thank you very much. I don't know if it's perfection, but it's a good thing and a good captain, so it works very well.
It's nice to be humble. Yeah. All right, let's get started on this wonderful Jacques. This bead, I have never seen a fluorescent painted bead. And you say this is done in France?
Yeah. Jacques, il dit que cette bille, il n'en a jamais vu de cette couleur et on lui a dit que c'était fait en France.
Tout à fait, exactement. Dans une entreprise qui s'appelle Bidos Product.
The society make these Bidos product in France.
Well, you have some wonderful fly tying materials that come out of France. And there's no question you love fly tying like we do.
Yes,
it's a pleasure. You know, most of our stuff, like the wire and threads, almost everybody here was using Quebec and French thread.
Yeah.
I don't know if you allow them to say it, they call it French tinsel made in Quebec.
French tinsel made in Quebec. Yes, that's right. Okay.
And what size thread are we going to be using?
The size is 10 12.
10 or
10 aught?
10 hook, yes, 10.
A small thread.
Small 10.
Okay, very good.
Or 12, Après, on va placer la bille, on peut
just
un petit peu de fil dessous pour maintenir correctement.
Some loops under the bit to put the bit well. Okay. Like that. And the bit, like that, the bit will not go down on the hook. The bit will stay on the up of the hook.
So I do the same thing.
Yeah.
Exactly the same thing. And you know, very few Americans do that.
Yeah.
They let that thing wobble. It drives me crazy when I'm tying.
Yeah. Yes.
We're in the same.
So this is for fixing the bit on the top.
Right. Perfect.
Okay.
I'm so happy to see that.
Yeah. Well, that's
Yeah,
like,
that's
like
what it
that.
should do, right? Perfect.
Avec la cyanalide, ça serait mieux, mais bon, on n'a pas.
So he's going to lead the hook.
Now, is that
with-
lead French lead?
No, it's non-toxic lead, yeah. Yes, it's a French lead, but non-toxic one.
Oh, it's a non-toxic?
Yeah, non-toxic one. It's special for dressing flies.
Well, I'll tell you, the only non-toxic one we have in the U.S. is 10, and it's not very good.
Oh yeah, this one is good. So he's going to put
I'm going
the
to have
lead.
to write you and have you send me some.
Yeah.
Wow, that really...
So it's, you see around
Yep.
10.
Ça, on peut mettre un lestage différent, hein, suivant.
You can put more or less lead as you want.
Right.
If you want a nymph more heavy or less heavy, you can choose.
Do you change colors to denote which is heavier and...
Yeah, or you can change color, or you can make a particular ribbing,
Right.
or you can write on your box. Yes. Yeah, you have different
Yeah.
techniques.
Yeah.
Depends of anglers.
You know, we do that a lot, what you're doing right now,
Yeah.
double wrapping of the lead.
Yes, it's a
Very
double
good.
wrapping,
And
yeah.
so did one of the other tyers.
Yes.
Yeah.
Did the same thing.
Okay.
Something that's almost unseen in the U.S.
Après, je place
So you use
plume
Yes.
de queue de faisan
pheasant tail feather.
dans,
Thank
ou
goodness.
naturel ou olive ou pour faire un contraste avec le dubbing
Yes.
que je vais mettre en dessous. Ça, je vais prendre des noirs.
Yes, he is using black, French company.
Yep, know the company.
Yeah,
We bought CDC from them.
yeah. Ils achètent du CDC. So he put black pheasant tail to make a contrast
Right.
with the dubbing he's going to make now.
Right.
So his choice is for the contrast.
Ensuite,
Okay.
ensuite je tâche
So-
le fil de laiton.
He fix brass. Yes,
Brass, ouais.
yes. Brass wire here.
Uh-huh. Now, what color is it? I can't, it's silver?
It's gold. It's a gold one.
Gold, okay.
Gold
Can't tell
one.
from the reflection.
Yes.
Gold,
Gold
okay.
or
That's
silver.
good.
You can put a silver if you want.
Yeah.
You have a little different nymph.
We do a
but
lot of copper.
here.
We do a lot of copper.
Copper, yes.
Okay, I like the way he does that.
Yeah.
Very well done.
Là,
3 loops here. Yes, to fix the pheasant tail on behind. Cut the extra brass. Cut the extra brass. And now he's going to prepare the dubbing.
So he's putting the thorax is where he's really going to put that extra lead weight. So
Yes,
that's going to
yes.
be the thorax.
Yes, it's going to be the thorax, yes. Il dit que le plomb que tu as remis en deuxième tour, c'est pour figurer aussi le thorax.
non, parce que ça va être régulier.
Ouais.
Bon, c'est vrai.
That's going to give it extra bulk right there. That looks good.
Hein?
So now he's,
Avec le dubbing.
yes.
Okay, now let me get that down here.
Il veut prendre ça,
He's going
attends.
to do a dubbing loop. I got it.
J'ai oublié mon
Okay,
ma
do a
peau.
little
Ta
dubbing
poire.
loop.
Tant pis, tu fais ça. Tu peux.
On va essayer. Alors, j'ai un dubbing de,
This is a
un
particular
dubbing de lièvre
dubbing
mélangé avec
and light bright.
Okay, hold on. Light bright?
Yes, light bright and here's dubbing.
Okay, I've got
and,
it.
Here's dubbing.
Here's dubbing with the opossum.
And bit opossum into. Yeah.
Possum is good.
Mm.
Yeah, that's one of the good things about going to Australia.
And CDC.
And there's also CDC in this
Ooh,
dubbing.
his own blend.
Yes. It's a mixed dubbing.
It's sort of like what's a French meal without red wine and what's a French fly without CDC.
Yeah, that's the same thing, yeah. Okay. So he's preparing now the dubbing and make the body of the fly. Yeah.
Very nicely done.
Okay.
We would call that.
Yes, he cover all the body.
Fixe.
He's fixing the dubbing with 2 or 3 loops. Okay. Cut the extra dubbing.
See, that would be called the dubbing.
Dubbing.
Dubbing,
Yeah.
the body. He just dubbed the body.
Dubbing. Yeah, he dubbed the body. Yeah.
Yep.
Okay.
That's all right. Now this is the ribbing.
No.
No.
Not yet? Nope.
No, the
Nope.
first thing
Nope.
is
We're going to put the pheasant through there as
Yes. Yes.
as a back.
yes.
Yes.
The pheasant is putting back
Yeah.
from
Pulling back.
yes.
We're
Yes.
putting that across the abdomen,
Yes.
at the top of the abdomen,
Yes, to the top of the abdomen, just by the bead.
by the beat.
Okay.
And we would, when you get done, it will have been ribbed
Yes.
when he does the
Yes,
wow.
that's right.
Maintenant, j'en
And now
And now
he's
the ribbing.
ribbing.
To rib.
Yes, he's ribbing.
You got all these
Ribbing.
wonderful descriptive adjectives.
Yeah.
before. Cut.
He cut a bit tubing more.
Yep, no.
Bit,
I understand
yes.
what he did. As everybody knows, that he's got a little of everything in that dubbing. Possum, CDC, light bright. And now, of course, the key is going to be the ribbing, right?
Yeah,
And that's going to hold it all in and bring it all
Yeah.
together and help the taper.
that's right. And it also figures a real body, you know, because nymphs are ribbed like that, yes?
They have
Nymphs body.
segmentation is what we
Yes,
call it.
that's right. They have segmentation, yeah. So he can figure that.
Good old Roman word.
Je bloque le tout.
So now he's fixing all that.
Whip finish.
Whip finish, hand whip finish.
Oh,
Hand whip finish.
hand whip finish, yes.
Yes, with hands, not,
Yep, with hand.
yes, like that.
We've had about half and half do that.
Yeah.
Et après, pour
And
finir,
after, finish
après, avec un un polyfloss mousse.
with a mousse polyfloss, special one, yeah.
White
or
olive
olive
or
or
orange.
orange,
Make
just by the beat, 4 or 5,
plus. Hein, enfin,
more than, yes.
je fais
Some loops, yeah.
un
You can
col.
see that. Okay. You can do it with orange or with olive.
Probably if you didn't have an orange bead, you'd do it with
Faire une
orange.
espèce de contraste,
Yes.
d'animation
Some
supplémentaire.
as a contrast, you know.
Yeah,
There
understand.
it's
If you had if you had a yellow bead or
Yes.
or a black bead, you'd put the
Olive
orange.
bead.
olive, or if you have olive, you put orange. That's right. You had to judge the contrast
Right.
between the beat and this part
Perfect.
of the fly.
My friend John Barr did the Copper John, thought
Yeah.
that contrast up, doing the same thing. You know, nobody would have thought to put that kind of wire in when he did that. I just got through doing a tape with
Yes.
John Barr.
Oh,
You'll-
yeah.
I'll make sure you get it. There's some wonderful new things in it, and I'm pretty sure Jacques would really, you know, he's the Copper John
Yeah.
man. Hey, thank you so much. Let me have you twist it just slightly so I can get some
Fais-la
shots
tourner
of it
lentement
from
pour qu'il
under
la voie.
that. Yeah, there you go. Just all the way around. That's perfect. Great. Ah, that's so nice. Perfect.
It's good for grayling
Yes.
and trout.
And trout.
Yes. Both. If you suffer with grayling, try that.
With Gailing.
Try that.
We need that. How about 100 of them?
Another team that enjoyed very good success were the Italians. I was told by several of the fly tyers that they had a special tyer with the nickname of Dona. We'll join Dona and let him show us some of his unique dubbing techniques.
Donna?
Donna.
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 Donna is with us here. You know, the Italians have a rich history of fly tying. A lot of the materials that they use in Europe are from Italy. There's a common thread here. Tungsten beads, CDC, lead, a lot of the same ingredients we use in the United States.
Yeah.
And it's going to be fun. One thing that I have seen, I want to show all of you here, is the colored brass beads. And it's something the French had, something we haven't seen as much in the U.S., but I know they're starting to get in here. But beads are an intricate part of their fly tying. And of course, dubbings. Most of their dubbings, you can see here we've got some light bright in here. kind of show what, look at that, look at how they sparkle. And for those of you who know me, know how much I advocate dubbing that sparkles.
Yeah.
And
With many materials.
and of course, have we seen that today? We've seen lots of wire. And we're going to do a beadhead nymph. And obviously they're using the same type of hook that we've had in the past. That same style of hook.
Yeah.
Where does your hook come from?
Czech Republic.
Yep, same hook.
Knappert hook.
Yep, Knappert, yep. It's a handmade hook, and in competition, because of the point, it is one that will hold fish, and many hooks will not. And the difference of losing one fish could mean the difference of losing a medal. So that to them, they don't care what the price of the hook is. It's small compared to the price of losing a fish. All right, we're going to get started here. He's got it. He's going to use some lead. Go ahead.
You turn the lead in the hooks.
Letting the hook is a good thing.
Yeah.
Unless if you're in Yellowstone Park in the U.S., they're not allowed lead. No lead. Only beadheads.
After, I put some glue, super glue.
Super glue. Going to push it up against the bead and put your glue. You want to do that on your finger, or it will be attached to the nymph.
Yeah.
Notice the point, you can see right here in the video, the point is curved up a bit. And what he's going to do, he's smoothing it up, a little bit of a file. There's a new technique right there. Look at that. Excellent way to add a taper. Small, light file. Very well done. If you get a chance to get some lead from Europe, you want to get a hold of it because it is such a denser lead than ours. Look at that. Can you imagine some of the lead we get from India would never do that? Okay. Excellent. Again, you can see that pointed up. Probably most of the Europeans are using a size 8/0 or 10/0 thread. He's using a lance. And pheasant.
Yeah.
A dyed rust brown pheasant. And you notice right here that the butt end of the feathers are to the back, and he's wrapping back towards the middle of the fly.
Is CDC.
CDC.
Mix it with the rabbit.
With rabbit.
Yeah.
Okay, let me get there. CDC with rabbit. Okay, got it. Wonderful. So that's something already we've learned is the ability to use CDC, which is, we think is a wing material you're using in a dubbing.
Yeah.
Very well done.
I use a special way to do dubbing.
Okay.
This way.
Perfect. Looks good. Okay, watching the finger. Boy, he put that dubbing on in about 10 seconds. He's hurrying through this fly because we both have a parade that we have, the closing ceremonies parade, and we're hustling through. Now, he added a little bit of wax. He's going to do the same thing. Let's watch him. He's twisting as he's adding the dubbing. Let's look down in here. So he's using the spinning the bobbin, and again adding more material. He's going to pull it over.
Perfect.
Is that perfect? That's a universal word. Perfect.
Yes.
Perfecto.
Perfect.
Spanish know that word. Perfecto. Notice where the right here where the
for the tail.
lead has been.
Yes.
Okay, wait a minute. Let's get that CDC. Okay. Well, actually, this is the Coq de Leon, isn't it?
Coq de Leon.
Yep, Coq de Leon. Little España touch to the fly. I'd love you in Barcelona. Ooh, that makes such a beautiful tail. Mottled tail. scissors now, we clip that. Again, more wax. I like this nymph. This is one of the better ones I've seen. Let me get down here. Hold it, time out. Let me get that one more time. That done it? Okay, good. I got it. Let's see what we're doing here. He's spinning right there with his fingers, pulling it out, smoothing it. Okay, now let's watch here. He's going to take the bobbin and spin it. Look at that. Look at it go. Whoa. Pretty impressive. Now we're going to get back in here, and as you can see, he's wow.
Finish.
Finished fly.
Yeah.
And he finished in the middle. This is a proverbial 5-minute fly. One beautiful fly. Fantastic. Donna, beautiful. Bueno. Bueno mosca. Taking his dubbing needle and
Okay.
where did you tied the fly off in the middle, didn't you? Finished the middle.
You
Yeah,
finish
right
in the middle.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because you can see the knock. If you close here the flies, the nymph, you see a bad knock.
Right.
I don't like it. It's
Hey.
For me it's no good.
Not good.
You can see where I finished the fly.
Right.
If you see,
Yep.
well, you can see where I finish the fly.
Thank you very much.
Another team that enjoyed great success in Sweden was Team Portugal. And we're joining the captain, Antonio Rodriguez, one of the better known fly tyers and fly fishermen in Europe, as he reveals some of his secrets in tying the European nymphs.
Antonio Rodriguez
Yes, from Portugal.
from Portugal. Guess what? 2006, we're going to go to Portugal.
Yes, into my home rivers.
You told me that you fished the San Miguel River in Durango, or not Durango, in Telluride.
Telluride, yes.
And you said it's very similar to the streams at home.
Yes, you have some similar streams in the size and even the water.
In the terrain, it's kind
Yes,
of the
it's
same
kind
terrain.
of same kind of waters with small rocks and small streams, small rapids. You need to fish very light with small flies, basically olives, and at that time of year some midges also. Okay.
Right here, what do
we-
we got? Is this
we-
something you engineered for these championships?
Not to these championships. We have this fly is developed maybe even to last year into Slovakia for some trouts, and even to here for trouts. We use this nymph as an olive nymph, size. In this case 14. You can use it at 16. In Portugal, we use this fly also to fish in big pool 7x. And
7x?
Yeah, and to maybe 10 or 12 feet of tippet 7x. To just do it real, to don't scare the trouts. They are real wild, so we must work very well the flies to get. I will start with an olive.
Right, we got the hook.
We got the hook.
Yeah, it's a. We held this up before.
Yes.
But it's a flash point partridge,
Yeah.
barbless ideal hook or
Yes.
nymph. Size 14. Is
Size
that
14.
the standard size? You use?
Yes, 14 or 16, and sometimes we use 18, but we don't need to. I think the 14 or 16. I use 14 almost during the year, from March until May, and June and July and August. Sometimes we use smaller ones because the trouts are already difficult, and we have the level of water is a little bit lower, and so we must do it.
Well, I'm
Small
ready to
nymph,
see this.
Well,
And we've got the bead on. That's
bead
a
on,
tungsten
but
bead.
yes, it's a,
Everybody uses tungsten around here.
you can use tungsten or regular ones. It depends of the weight you want to give to the fly. In this case, is only weight I give to the nymph is the bed head. You know?
Just the bead head.
Well, now I will use some olive
8-aught
line.
uni thread from
Yes,
Canada.
yes, color olive. Well, This is,
You're going to anchor the...
yeah, the bed head just a little,
so.
yeah, to don't come down and disturb my work. So it will be very, I will make the body very, very thin, you know, because you need, because you don't have many weight in the nymph, sometimes you must do it just the body very thin to drop very fast.
My guess is that you're using this for a mayfly imitation?
Yes, the olives, blowing olives are...
Blowing olives, that's what I was getting at.
Yeah, blowing olives.
So right now, folks, that's one of our most prolific hatches in spring and the fall. Do you get them both in the spring and the fall?
Yes, also, yes. We have, in one of the rivers that I fished most, my own rivers, the most part of the flies are olives, so you need to use it to get some fish.
All right,
very difficult fish.
We're going to start. Obviously, it's got to have a tail.
Yeah, I will make a tail with leon feathers. You can use this.
Oh, you call them what feathers now?
What?
What did you say?
Leon feathers.
Yep. That's
from Spain, Spanish feathers.
It's a Spanish hackle.
Yeah.
Probably the first genetic hackle made from about 400 years ago. In other words, a special chicken bred to make those.
Yes, they have. I know that in the United States they are already working with this. And they are working in the. I don't know. I've been in Colorado in a farm, and I saw that they were working. Push it like this. It's very easy to bring him off. See.
Yep.
Just put it on the
I like
hole.
that color. It's kind of a variegated color. That's really superb for tailing.
Yes, they are very, very, very good.
You know, that would also work very good for wings on mergers.
On mergers and wet flies also. Yep. We open just a little bit the tail. No, like the real olive nymph's head. Just a little bit. No.
Very sparse.
Yeah. Now, just give some volume to the body. And right now I'm ready to use the turkey beard.
Turkey is a good thing. It keeps it nice and thin and tapered.
Yes.
Beautiful thing. It's just made perfect because it's.
Yes, I think it's give us a shape and the difference of color you had.
Right.
And it's also well, you can tie this nymph. You can tie it in olive, and you can do it in gray or in brown.
Whatever color you want.
Yes,
in other words, this is not just a blue-wing olive.
You can do it every nymph
You can
with
do
this.
it for any of your mayfly nymphs.
Yes,
Just changing the size, changing.
Yes, you can use it in nymphs, but I also use it in dry flies.
Oh yeah, big and dry flies in our country.
Yeah.
All right, so we're going to take the goose biot.
Yes, a little bit. I could just right this because I don't need all feather, and the last part of the feather is make you a different color body. You know. Just.
Now he's gathering up some of that. He's kind of measuring it, so it's about halfway down the shank where he's tying it in.
Yes, but I use maybe I put it right here where the hook begins to the
Right,
shank.
that's where the shank starts.
Sometimes some fly tyers and some friends of mine that use in competition use bigger hooks.
Right.
They tie the flies, small flies, but in bigger hooks.
Right.
You know, just because some fishermen think that the trout don't even see the hook, only see the shape of the fly. So you can use a small fly in a big hook. I don't use that technique. I use only
whatever you have confidence in. This is what you want to do. I agree with you.
Okay, I will use some dubbing just to give some shape to the body.
Right, and it's going to be an antron is what you're looking at.
Yes, no, this is an SLF dubbing.
Yeah, this is a blend. Antron and rabbit blend.
Yes,
squirrel, there's a bunch of things.
Yes, it is.
It's a synthetic with the natural, and it gives you some fiber.
Some fiber, some shine, different shines.
Now, sometimes they'll blend synthetics too, so it's,
Yeah.
you can't, doesn't always have to be rabbit or something. You can just take
Yes.
synthetic.
And in this case, it's only to give the shape to the body.
Right.
Use this kind of dabbing or other dabbing, or with the line you can do it.
The Antron, of course, gives it shine.
Yeah, some shine. If some fibers came out of the biot, it gives some some shine, but you don't need to. It's just only to make the shape of the, to give some shape to the nymph. Now, it's 1 or 2 fibers of like this. It will be enough.
That's
So
good.
it's only now you're gonna cover it with the biot, so the underbody, you just need to give him the shape, nothing more. So it comes now. We just turn the biot, the turkey biot, like this. I used to put the hook like this because I'm used to, you know.
Turn it so you can see it a little better.
Yeah, we see it better. So you must do it like this to turn. Okay. To have the shape like this.
Essentially, what he's doing is tapering it over the dubbing, letting some of the dubbing shine through. This one can be a nice, beautiful little fly.
Like this. Now I find it like this, like this. Okay, you can
Well done.
do it right now like this. Like a line, I think will be enough. So you had some shadows of the biot give you some shadows, some olive and almost white shadows. Okay.
No question.
And you can cut this off because you don't need it anymore.
Now we're going to work on a little bit of a thorax.
Yeah.
Are you going to use thread for that, or are you going to add some more dubbing?
Yeah, I use some more dubbing, but before I put some feathers of CDC to cover the thorax after and make the small legs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see how you do that.
So I'm using a regular natural color CDC feather. I need to choose a little feather with longer fibers.
Right.
I choose always a feather with long fibers. Okay, because you use it to cover the thorax.
This is $100+ in our country.
Yeah?
CDC, lots of it. Unless you hunt your own ducks.
Oh no, I don't hunt, so I need to buy it. That's why I'm a friend of the other Antonio, because he makes some very good prices. Otherwise, I won't fish with him or even with his friend.
We all have our
So
tricks
we take some fibers of CDC, like this. Well, we'll put in right here where we want to begin the thorax. We'll use some more.
That's the wing starting to form, folks, of the emerging fly.
Yes, it is.
And the legs, the wing, they're all kind of there waiting to come to the surface and become part of the world for 24 hours.
24 hours, yes, sometimes. Other times they don't even.
Sometimes they don't even make it.
Yep, something get it.
Something get it like trout.
So,
all right, very sparse. Now we have the thorax to deal with.
Yeah, now we use some SLF dubbing. I usually do or olive or some damsel tan.
Right.
You can use it in different flies. You can use other colors, but I use this. So almost a light olive.
And that's what we do a lot too, kind of a brownish olive.
Yes.
Sometimes even a little gray.
Yeah. Well, I use just a little bit of dubbing to make a small thorax. You need to do because to fix the. See, you put some dubbing like this. This.
Very clever little trick there.
Yeah. Okay, it's done. Now I'm gonna put the dubbing and make the thorax. In here. let the fibers came out of the thorax, the dubbing fibers. Now, we'll cover the thorax with the CDC feather, you know.
So that
like
you're going to
this.
use it as a thorax
Yes,
rather than
a
an
thorax.
emerging wing.
Yes.
Good job.
Only one turn. I use only one turn. We don't to keep the nymph very light and to have some space to work on here. See, now, just like this, you take some fibers, maybe half to each side of the hook, and you give 1 or 2 turns more, and you have the legs.
Very simple.
Very
Have
simple.
the legs and the thorax, of
Yes.
course, holding the wing for it to emerge. Now, there's a method to this madness here.
Yeah.
It's not madness, but we call it
Yeah.
that. The CDC wing case will add some floatability. And you say, wait a minute, you got a bead head and you got floatability. What it's going to do is counterbalance that bead head from getting too deep.
Yes.
Because emergers are close to the surface. If you have a straight bead head, sometimes you float out of the zone. This will help keep it in the zone.
Yes, we can
It'll
do.
sink quickly because of the weight. Float back up a little bit.
Yeah, and
just
you can do. It gives you one thing. You can use also lay-on feathers to make the thorax and the legs.
Right.
But the CDC have one thing that I think is better than lay-on feathers. Even when it drops with the head, it keeps some bubbles up here.
Right.
And I think this is important, but because when a nymph comes to the surface, I think in the thorax it gets some bubbles of hair when
Will release
wings.
gases.
Yes,
Too.
yes.
Especially caddis, they release gases, and the caddis will encase themselves in a bubble, especially, and they'll go up. I've actually got it on film. They'll keep themselves in the bubble, and the bubble opens up.
Yep.
Boom,
They come out.
Not all of them, but some of them. All right, this is good.
So this is
okay.
it's a regular olive nymph. So you could finish right now like
With
she
the hand
was.
whip finish, but I just got to show
No,
this.
yeah.
We've been looking at collections of whip finish. We've
Yeah.
seen ones made in Poland by hand. We've seen from all around the world.
All my friends joke about me because of the size of this
Yeah.
little
right, I know,
of this
I know.
tool,
That's
you
good.
know. But
a good one.
but this is a regular nymph. But we are developing something more. We give him an orange spot into the nymph.
Uh-oh, a little bit of European
Tree.
ingenuity.
Yeah.
We've seen this before.
We put a little bit of uni-stretch.
Right.
Okay, just a
Yep.
little bit.
Good stuff.
Just
Real
get
good
a
stuff.
little
Oh,
bit
I have
of-
to say, it's almost French design because that's
Yes.
Quebec.
Yeah. Yes, it was almost Canadian.
Almost French.
Yes, almost French. Well, you just turn 1 or 2 times in the fly. A little bit of this, you know?
Yeah.
And it will be enough. Okay. And you can
Very
cut it off,
nicely.
like
Very
this.
nicely done.
You know, we usually use without the orange spot, but I
Orange
think
spot's
I have something in the orange that attracted the
So you're going to use your whip finish now that people kid you?
yeah,
about?
yes, I will. I usually only do 2 or 3 turns with my whip finish.
Yeah, you don't need much.
With my monster one.
'Cause you're
1,
going
2,
behind the beat.
3. Yes.
Notice,
and
folks,
it will
he's
be
behind the beat.
behind. Yes. Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Do you have a name for this nymph?
No, I don't have a special name. Olive nymph only.
We'll call it the Portuguese olive nymph,
Yes. Huh?
mayfly nymph.
This already done. Yes, and I will do something more into this nymph, into the thorax. Okay, with another hook or with some tool, you can bring all the fibers out.
Yep.
The dubbing fibers. Okay.
Yeah, we're getting that right now very nicely.
Like this, it will be okay. Okay.
Again, part of the emerging process, fuzzy nymphs
Yes.
work the best. Beautiful. Antonio, thank you very much. We look forward to visiting you.
I hope so.
in, No, hope so. We will be there
I
for
hope so.
sure.
You will enjoy everything in our country, the fishing, but most the people and our country you will see.
I hope you've enjoyed our look into European nymphing and tying, and I can say one thing, it's a wide world out there of both fly fishing and fly tying. And if you ever have a chance, go to Europe. You'll be surprised to find out how good the fishing is. Especially, make sure you get Vladi as a guide.
Well, we've come to the end of our day, and we've also come to the end of our instruction in European nymphing. We can't tell you everything in just a few short hours about this technique that Vladi started in Europe. But we hope we've enlightened you enough to go out and try it, because you're going to be surprised how well you do. But it's going to take a lot of practice, right, Vladi?
Yeah, true.
What's the best advice you can give our listeners out there?
Yeah, no, practice, practice, and practice.
Practice, practice, and practice.
Yeah, that's true.
I think it adds to your, I call it, arsenal of fishing. This is never going to work all the time. There's never one technique in fly fishing that's going to work all the time.
That's true.
But there's going to be a time when nobody's catching fish, and you're going to come out with one of Vladi's nymphs. We even taught you how to tie a few. And you're going to move it through that pool, right, Vladi?
Yes.
And then all of a sudden you're going to get one.
Yeah.
And then you're going to get two.
Sometimes on 2 flies.
Yeah, and 2 flies, that's right. Sometimes 3.
Yeah.
But you're going to be the hero. We want to thank you, and Vladi, I want to thank you for coming all the way from Poland.
Thank you.
I guess I'm going to see you in New Zealand next.
Thank you. Oh, yes, yeah. Okay.
Let's get out of here. I'm ready to go eat.
Okay.
How about you?